Even when you're out in the club, don't think I'm not. Yes, God. Baby, when you're out there in the pie, it ain't hot, don't stop. Just don't think I'm not. Cause I'm out getting my. No shade, Candy. No shade. It's not that I don't know the song because I know the song. I just don't know the song lyrics. Now, back when I was at elementary school, because, that's when it came out. I was in fifth grade going into sixth. I used to know the song word from word. Be clear. But y'all know how it is when you get older and you get dementia and shit like that. You can't remember every damn thing, girl. Shout out to Miss Candy Pants and also shout out to Todd. Y'all know I live for the Tucker Burris. I mean for the Burris Tucker folk and family and whatnot. Roll a Girl. This is season 14, episode 13. A rum punch in the gut, I believe it's called. I'm off 4. Mm-hmm. So if I stumble across my words or whatever, y'all already know why. But we can go on ahead and get down to this review chat. I had to pull out the fans for this one. Y'all know normally I use the memes or graphs or whatever they call it up here, and I might use the memes or whatever, but I got my old faithfuls because we need it for this one. So Kenya is at home packing for the trip, and then Team Twirl is at home packing for the trip or whatever. And Drew calls to talk about all of the rules that Sonya gave. I gotta be honest with y'all. I kind of like the Kenya and Drew that gets along. I kind of see it for them getting along more than I see it for them being adversaries because it really didn't make sense for them to be adversaries. It makes more sense for them hoes being friends, and I was down for it. Quiet as it's kept, I already see how the group is going to wind up being divided. You're going to have Team Twirl, Candy Pants, and Drew. Sheree is in the middle because y'all know she a flip-flopper. And then you're going to have Sonya, Mugshot, and that's really it. I kind of feel like I can add Mayetta to the Candy Pants and the Team Twirl crew. I feel like I can add her to that. But I feel like the group is divided, and I feel like She Sheree is going to be flip-flopping between both groups. That's how I honestly feel. And we already know where Fatum old dead face ass is going to be. Like I said, Fatum face give me a dead corpse that's been dead for 2 weeks that was just found in the field somewhere. That's what Fatum give me, dead. All right, more mortuary type teas. All right, that's what she give me. Anyway, but I thoroughly, I'm lit right now, y'all, so I'm here for it. But I'm thoroughly here for Team Twirl and Drew. I am. Like, I know I gave Drew a lot, much like most of us did, but I still feel like Drew saw last season and she's trying to rebrand and rebuild herself. That's what Drew needed. Drew came up here with the Drew Sidora acting type thing, and bitch, while reality TV does take some ad lib and some improv, it needs to be some real shit. So I feel like she now sees the mistakes that she's made and she's trying to fix it, and I'm here for it because I see it for Drew and Team Twirl. I do. So Sonya and Aaron at home working out with Terrell, who is her sister's husband, and he fine as hell too. The boys doing push-ups. I thought that was real cute. Shout out to the churn. Y'all know I live for the churn. The churn are always innocent. I have nothing to say about nobody's children. We don't do that here. Shout out to the children. I thought that scene was real cute, and I would let them have that. So Sonya feels like there'll be no drama on the trip. What show have you been watching? When have we ever had a road trip where there was absolutely no drama, no arguments, no this, no that? Like, girl, go sit down some damn where. And another thing that's really, I dropped my water bottle. The one thing that's really irking me though, to be honest with y'all, listen, trips to Jamaica, all them bitches done been to Jamaica one time in their life. Can we get some shit where it's like they got a yacht charting the Greek islands or something like that? Like that's what I like. Like Jamaica is a lot like Puerto Rico to these women. All of them done been there. I'm more than sure it ain't shit there that they ain't seen already. Other than a plus ones probably going up for it, but whatever. Moving on. Drew and Ralph at home, and he throws shade about her wig lifting from time to time. I mean, I appreciate Drew laughing at it because Drew, you have had bad wig moments on your last season. So he threw shade at that. I thought it was funny. Moving on. So they talk about Ralph adopting Josiah, and after he talked to his dad, Ricky, he doesn't want to do that now. And I don't blame him for that. Drew, leave that man alone about his kid. He was in jail, Drew, and you already knew what you was dealing with. You already knew the type of man that you was dealing with before you went on ahead and had Josiah, and you had him anyway. So don't try to sit up here now and try to act like you so above it. Yeah, that man made a mistake. Hopefully he's learned from that mistake. He has a son now, and hopefully he's getting his life on the straight and narrow. Stop trying to get Ralph to adopt Josiah. It ain't fair. And I'm not mad at Ralph for saying, well, I talked to Ricky. Ricky wants to be a part of his life. And because I talked to his dad as a dad, I don't want to do that to him. I can still be a father figure to Josiah, but I'm not going to sit up here and just say, oh, well, nigga, fuck you, and da-da-da-da-da, I'm going to adopt. Like, I'm not mad at Ralph for that. I'm not mad at Ralph for that. It would be one thing if Ricky got out of jail and said, I don't want to have nothing to do with this little nigga. I ain't been there for him all this time. I could just continue what it is. That ain't what he did. He wants to be a father. Allow that man to be a father, Drew. That I don't like. Don't let that be your storyline, Drew. I don't like that shit at all. I don't like that. So they meet with the publisher, Adrian. I believe her name is Adrian, and she's a woman, of course. She's a beautiful, dark-skinned woman. Shout out to her. And he wants to introduce her to Drew the right way, but they're still not going to let her know exactly what all of the book entails. I'm not here for him not bringing Drew all the way in on, all of the inner workings of what's going on. But also, Drew is insecure. She is. I know the insecure word is like a trigger word or a buzzword for a lot of African American women, and I understand it. I do. But sometimes you just got to call a kettle a kettle. You understand? You got to call a pot a pot. And Drew is insecure. Ralph made her that way. But Drew is insecure. I do appreciate Ralph for at least saying, okay, cool. I got somebody new. I'm going to let you meet her and da-da-da-da. Now, does it have to be a woman or it don't? Because men can do the same damn thing that a woman can do. But at the end of the day, I get why Ralph probably don't want to work too close with him. I mean, that's the hetero type shit. I'm trying to understand. Because I've been homo all my damn life. I ain't never been hetero. I mean, I have hetero moments. You know what I'm saying? When I laid down with women from time to time. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to understand. And I get it from both sides. At least he's trying to get her more involved. But I mean, the fact that she don't know what's being written and then y'all want her to write a forward and all this other type of stuff, I do get Drew's feelings, but I'm going to move on because for the most part, y'all are on the same page. Y'all have gotten better at that, so I'm going to just let y'all have that. Moving on, because there won't much to this. So we get down to the Jamaica trip. A shout out to Ashley Miller, all right? I told y'all, Ashley Miller inspired me to go on ahead and do YouTube. A lot of people felt like it was Funky Dineva, and I don't know where y'all got that from, because most gay guys are that was around our time act the same. I got inspired to Miller, so definitely shout out to Ashley Miller for one following me back on Twitter. I was starstruck when she did that. And then we have, where I would post stuff on Roa, she would comment and stuff like that. And it means a lot to me. So me and her was on Twitter, and we was gagging. We was gagging on damn Twitter about these scenes while they was down there to Jamaica. So Kenya meet a man on the island. The man name is John, and apparently he's from Great Britain, or he's British. A shout out to John. John was actually a really good looking man. I mean, he's not my type per se, but he was still a good looking man. In my opinion, they just asked him to do that to give Kenya purpose and stuff like that. No shade. No shade. I'm all down for Team Twirl this season. It's no shade to her at all. But, I just felt like the producers had a lot to do with that. And he didn't mind being shown on national TV or whatever the case may be. But I was here for John. I thought it was cute. He was cute for Kenya. It was a cute thing. And I'll let him have it. So they get to the they get to the hotels, and everybody sees the suite. I was here for the hotels. I thought the hotel was real cute, and I thought the suite was real cute too. I love the atmosphere. And so Sheba Sheree got to use the bathroom. So she asked Sonya, does everybody share a bathroom, or do everybody rooms have a half bath? Because she said she had to use the bathroom. And Mugshot was like, well, girl, if you got a shit, go on ahead and do a nan and light incense. And so in case somebody else got to come in after you, we ain't got to be overtaken by the fumes. And Sheba Sheree said her shit don't stink. Sheba Sheree, I'm about to give to you what Outkast, more so Andre 3000 gave us back my sophomore year in high school, when he said, I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but lean a little bit closer, see roses really smell like ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, roses really smell like ooh, 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 ooh. Sheree, please listen. I've dated and fucked a lot of fine ass niggas, and I can assure you, fine, good looking people shit stank worse than ugly folk people shit do. I'm just gonna be honest. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know. Just know I know. All right. And you coming up there with that foolishness, I holler. Talking about some of your shit don't stink. Girl, yeah, dude. Everybody's shit stink. It don't matter how cute you are, how beautiful you think you is, how many niggas you pull. Your shit stank the way everybody else's shit stank. Sit down. Anyway, and shout out to Outkast. I know y'all ain't. That was Roses. That's off the Speaker Box album. All right, that was Roses. Anyway, so Kenya's date, John, comes back and brings her a Red Bull. Like I said, a very put together scene for Team Twirl, but I'll accept it. I thought it was cute. Kenya was real cute in her white dress, her white freakum dress, should I say. I'll accept it. So while they was in the middle of having dinner and everything was cool, Mugshot decided to ask about Drew's book. So, well, not Drew's book, Ralph's book. So Ralph started talking about the premise of the book and how, Drew wanted him to adopt Josiah. But, Ralph was like, I considered it. But then once Ricky got out and he had a rapport with Ricky, he talked with Ricky and stuff like that. And he said he didn't want to do that to Ricky because Ricky wanted to have that chance to be in Josiah's life when he couldn't get a chance to do that because he was locked up. It's not a situation where he just said, "Oh, fuck you, you pregnant." He was locked up, so he didn't get the chance to really be that father like that. Now that he's out, he has the chance to be a father, and Ralph is giving him that chance as a man. And I'm not, as a man, because I'm a man when I want to be, I'm not mad at that. I tell y'all all the time. My mom, who passed away, Joy Sand, y'all know I love her to pieces. That's my mama 1010%. She's really my great aunt. I told y'all this before, but I'm gonna say it again. She's really my great aunt. My mom introduced me to my real mom when I was 6 years old. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. I came home because I walked back and forth to school. My school was right across the street. I went to John Marshall in Newport News, Virginia. Shout out to John Marshall. I came home one day and there was this light-skinned boy. He was light-skinned, red. Let's call him Red because he was. I didn't know who he was, but I was taught to be nice and be nice to everybody. So that's what I was to him. My mom told me, well, this is your brother. I was 6 years old, y'all. And my mama sat me down and explained to me the situation that was my brother. She's really my great aunt. My mom is such and such and such. And this is my brother. He was the firstborn. I was the second. And I appreciated my mom doing that at that age. My mama could have easily just not told me anything, and I found out later on when I was an adult. My mama cut that out. My mama didn't do that to me, and I totally appreciate that for her. I totally appreciate her for that to this day. That I was young, and she already let me know what it was. I even though I don't have the relationship with my birth mom, I don't want it. I don't want it because God blessed me with the best parents that I could ever ask for. Even though they're no longer here, I'm going to always give them their flowers because they didn't keep nothing from me. And they let me know what it was from the jump. And I totally appreciated that. So I'm not mad at Ralph for saying, listen, he wasn't there, but he's there now and he wants that chance. I'm going to allow this man to have that chance. I'm on his side with that. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. And it will be solely up to Ricky to either take that chance and run with it or say, well, I haven't been there all this time and just let it be what it is. Much like my real mom did to me. I don't have no relationship with her. Thank God I have a relationship with my older brother and my two twin siblings. Now, I have other siblings, and I'm more than sure I'm going to meet them one day, and I'm going to open the door for that. I have no problems with the siblings. It's my mama, my real one, that I have an issue with. You understand? So I understand why Ralph did what he did. I totally get it, and I'm here for it. And I'm not mad at Ralph 1010% because he's thinking about Josiah. He's not thinking about himself, which is what he's supposed to do. And is what I wish Drew would just accept and let it be what it is. But whatever. So then, out of all of that, Mugshot, out of all people, want to get up in the comments and talk about, oh, well, I have such an issue with that because if you're going to leave Josiah thinking that you're going to adopt him and then you choose not to do that, I come from, that background of adoption and bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. Because when you had the opportunity to, you did to them what you did to Crystal. Which is, when times get tough, you wanted to stop, drop, and roll out of the kitchen and throw them off and pawn them off to somebody else for them to parent. And then once they get finished parenting them, then that's when you want to come back in and say, oh, okay, since you was their parent, now you could bring them back in and now they could be this and they could be that. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. And this is coming from a person that is adopted. Fuck you. You're the worst person to ever have any type of adoption or adoptees or whatever you want to call them. Fuck you. You're the worst of them all because you know what it feels like to be adopted and feel like you're not wanted and pawned off to somebody else. And then you turn around and you do the same thing to your nephews. Fuck you. Period. That's why I'm so, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so passionate about this because I know how it feels. Fuck you. Straight up. Fuck you. Anyway, because I done got pissed. Because Marlo's sitting up here trying to give Ralph all of this grief about why he did what he did. Fuck you. Straight up. Fuck you. I don't care if this video gets monetized or not. Fuck you. Because you definitely got me in my feelings. You brought me back to how I feel about my birth mom. Fuck you. Anyway, so Candy and Mugshot get into it, and I won't mad at Candy because Candy was like, how can you sit up here and try to question him about the decisions that he made about Josiah when you gave your nephews up to your sister who already has 4 toddlers to deal with? Like I said, Crystal is dental assistant fish. She's on a fixed income, I'm sure, while you're sitting up living your posh life in your nice ass townhouse that some greasy ass white man bought for you. You got all of this damn money. You have all of this stuff afforded to you. Meanwhile, your sister sound like she's on a fixed income and she's struggling. Then you're going to dump off these 2 other more older ass boys on her to parent while you go off and you're taking all of these trips and you're going on trips to Jamaica and you're doing this and you're doing that. And it's just like, I need another drink. I need another drink because I need to get myself together. Y'all do me a favor. Now that I got my life together, because I really got upset. Like Mugshot really brought back memories of my maternal mama and how she made me feel. How she made me feel unwanted. How she made me feel like I didn't matter. How she made me feel like, because unless you guys have been in that predicament, my birth mama has raised all of her other kids. I was the second born. She raised all of her other kids but me. Do y'all know how that shit makes a person feel? So to sit up and hear Marlo try to explain away what she did and such a, I ain't here for it. Anyway, because this ain't about me. So Todd says that she bought her way up in the group, honey. Listen, Todd, I knew you was messy, but I didn't know you was messy to that point. But I was here for Todd. For those of y'all that don't know, Todd was working on production of Real Housewives of Atlanta when he met Candy. So Todd knows all of the ins and outs of a lot of these women and their lives. And I believe every word of what Todd said when he said that she brought her way up into the group. Nobody liked her. Nobody featured her. Nobody wanted to be her friend other than Edie. Nobody wanted anything to deal with her. And I was on Todd's side with that. Todd, as quiet as it's kept. Personally, I felt like Todd went easy on Marlo because he really could have read Marlo ass down to the ground, which is what I wanted him to do. I was down for Candy Pants and Todd for being a united front because Mugshot doesn't have a leg to stand on when it comes to any of these women. Then you're going to turn around and say that Candy Pants is only known in Atlanta. Bitch, are you stupid? because I dropped it on the floor. Are you stupid? Candy Burris Tucker is only known in Atlanta? Candy Burris is only known in Atlanta. Candy. Candy, let me say it again. Candy the Burris is only known in Atlanta. Candy. Mm. So I guess you only known on Backpage. You know, I mean, I guess you're only known on the corner because let's be clear. Much like Miss Diane, Hosha's mama, you are the corner that all the hoes stand on. Be clear. The reason why you had to bring one of them damn sissies with you is because, much like Candy said, you didn't want your sponsor to come up there. Probably because your sponsor is laid up on one of their churn mantelpiece because he's some old greasy ass white man that funded your damn lifestyle, right? Well, honey, after all of that, John left, and I didn't blame John for leaving. I guess John felt like, look, I ain't mind having my likeness shown, but all, all this nigga shit that y'all got going on around here to Jamaica, I'm from Great Britain, and I ain't used to all of this nigga shit. So he went on ahead and peeled wheels. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't blame John for that. I don't blame John for peeling wheels. Y'all know Great Britain, they look down upon shit like this. I ain't mad at them. But y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. I was lit. All right, I was lit. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I was lit. And that's why the review was reviewing the way it was reviewing. So as we end this out, I went on ahead and poured my last shot. Well, not my last, because I got more. But this is the last for this of the 1942. We about to go on ahead and drink to Kenya almost having a date. And we about to go on ahead and shot Candy Pants and Todd for Reed Marlowe as for Phil. And y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. The Whether You Like It or Not panel is going to be hosted on Yocrates' channel. I believe it's Yocrates. It was supposed to be really be, but really be it's vacationing right now. Well, it was supposed to be, and then it was going to go to JoJo, but JoJo's still in the process of moving. So it's going to be on Yocrates' channel this Tuesday at 9:15. Make sure you guys are there. We're going to discuss Roa, excuse me. We're going to discuss Roa as well as Bear Collective. So definitely make sure y'all are there for that. This Tuesday, 9:15. Make sure you guys are there. Married to Medicine, that review, as well as Life After Lockup, is coming tomorrow. All right. You're gonna get both. You're gonna get Married to Medicine as well as Life After Lockup. I have not forgot about it. I'm actually watching Life After Lockup now. It's paused. So on YouTube, it's paused. So once I finish watching that, both of those are gonna come tomorrow. So you ain't gotta worry about that. But I love you guys. I love on you guys. Please make sure to follow the social medias that you all see right here above you guys. As I always tell you guys, I always make sure to post on Instagram as well as Twitter whenever I have a video or a live stream or anything going on YouTube. So definitely make sure that all of you guys are logged in, posted up to the Instagram and the Twitter. And yeah, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. And until tomorrow, I'll let y'all in. Bye.